What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You guys have no idea. I moved my microphone, I moved some stuff around, and now my microphone is very low. I've been working for about 2 hours on trying to figure out how to fix it. Can't figure it out. Um, but we're going to get this video out today and I'll try to figure it out. Here we go. It's another reaction to Wes Watson. I just did the interview on my other channel with the prison guard, so it made me want to do a Wes Watson one a day. Let's check him out. This one is called Prison Gang's Hardest Yard, Salinas Valley.
Everybody knows the California prison system has the most savage prison yards. They are the worst. They are the most militant by far. The politics are insane. The amount of tension on these yards, you walk in and you just feel it. You feel the negative energy of all the pain everyone's been feeling and all the angst.
I agree. Walking onto a level 4 yard, even officers would say that had worked in lower level yards, they would say when you walk onto a level 4 yard, you can feel it in the air. It's kind of like, I don't know it's like a current in the air, and that current is a lot of anger, a lot of hate, a lot of despair, a lot of negativity.
They're putting on them bars daily, just smashing these workouts to dull that pain inside. One of the most savage yards is Salinas Valley B yard, which is a level 4, 180 yard. This is the highest. This is the highest security level except the shoe.
This video is about 2 years old, and as we can see, Wes is cut up, but he's not as yoked up as he is now, and his voice sounds different. I wonder why.
You actually, when you're done with the shoe, you get kicked out to a yard like this. It's called a shoe kick-out yard. You're getting reintroduced into the population slowly. So they're putting you on a level 4, 180. The step down from that is a level 4, 270. That's the building design. The building design is a 180 degree design where all the cells are against one wall. So there's a plain view for the officers in the bubble.
Not necessarily. Close, but not necessarily. He's missing a couple main things. If you go into a 180 design prison, it's not along one wall. It's a little bit slanted, then flat, and then slanted, right? And there's walls in between every section. You can't roam freely from A section to B and B to C or A to C, C to A. Nah, there's A section, and there's walls like this, and then the back wall where all the cells are. Then B section is in the middle, and then C section. So it's all. That's the main difference, man. It's the walls. It's a higher level security. There's less freedom, less movement.
The bubble is the tower that watches you. There's a gunner in it. There's no warning shots. There's a sign that says no warning shots. And trust me, they're waiting to blast you. If you fucking get out of line, you're getting blasted. When you come out to yard, which is mandatory yard for the white race when you come out to these yards. If you haven't got the hint yet from my videos, prison is segregated. It's racial based, it's tension, it's pain, it's agony, it's just straight up savage. It's militant as they get. There's no way around it. You're going to yard. And when you come to yard, you come prepared. You're in your boxers. You have your shoes on, your yard dogs. We call them yard dogs. You have a special pair of shoes for the yard, a special pair of shoes for chow. You never come out to shower after yard.
I just want to point out that this video, this is before Wes started shaving his head. This is the reason why I do shave my head. I know you guys might not think it's as funny as I think it's funny, man. But I swear, I want to put it. I have it in my phone. I should hold it up for you guys. But a picture of a baby bird with no feathers. Tell me, visualize that, boom, boom, and then put it here on the screen. A baby bird with no feathers and a tattoo of a W and a W on his chest. Whoa.
And put your yard dogs on. It's how you get your hygiene all fucked up. And hygiene when you're around a bunch of men like this is paramount. People just automatically, you get labeled for what you are in there. Your conduct, your character, your discipline, your program. So when you're coming out to yard, you have your clothes folded. Clothes are folded perfectly in front of you. This is straight militant. Everybody's in a line issued by race. So all the white guys are going to be, they're going to be in a line in front of one in front of another, and they're going to have their clothes folded in front of them. Their clothes are going to be folded, and the cop's going to wand the clothes. He's going to make sure there's no piece in your clothes. He's going to make sure you don't have a knife on you. This is very common.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I had a text I had to respond to right there. Let's back this up a little. Some. I want to make sure this is something I'm aware of. He might be putting me up on game right now.
One in front of another, and they're going to have their clothes folded in front of them. Their clothes are going to be folded, and the cop's going to wand the clothes. He's going to make sure there's no piece in your clothes. He's going to make sure you don't have a knife on you. This is very common for fools to come out with a piece on them strapped up because that shit is savage.
I have no idea what he's talking about. You are going to be released by sections out to the yard. When you come out to the yard, I've never seen or been anywhere where you have your clothes in your hand and you hand them to the officer and they wand them. You're gonna come out dressed however you're dressed, and there's usually gonna be maybe four. Let's put it like this: 4 to 6 cops, maybe 7 at the most. Standing in front of the building on each side of the little walkway that goes in from the yard to the building, and you're gonna line up in front of them. When you see an opening, you line up in front of them, put your arms out. They're gonna pat you down. Do they sometimes have a wand? Yeah, but you got to remember the cops don't want to do paperwork, so they're not interested in wanding you, finding a knife, and then having to do paperwork on that. So this is foreign to me what he's talking about. And I can tell you that when I was in B facility in Pelican Bay, their way of doing things was they didn't pat you down on the way out. They patted you down on the way in. They didn't care if you went out to yard and used your knife. They just didn't want you to bring it back in. But I mean, everybody knows we would take knives in and out. You know, we knew how to get them outside. We knew how to get them back inside. The cops weren't going to be able to stop it. But yeah, this is something I've never heard of.
A lot of people doing a life sentence. A lot of people doing a life sentence. They don't give a fuck about your date. Nobody gives a fuck about your date. These are killers. This is how it's done. A lot of them came in with a simple assault and turned into a life sentence. So imagine that pain where you came in with something like a fucking bar fight and ended up with a life sentence at Salinas Valley, B yard, 180. You're coming out with your clothes folded. They wand your clothes. They make sure there's no piece in your clothes. They wand your shoes. They wand your butthole. They bend you over, wand your butthole. They wand your mouth.
They wand your... Why couldn't you just say, like, you got to bend over and get one? What is his trip with hooping shit? Keystring hooping. I don't know why in other states they call it boofing. I've never heard of that, but I don't hear it's hooping or keystring, right? But why did he say they wand your butthole? Do they spread your cakes and then just like there's a little one and it just goes in between the cheeks? Like, explain that, Wes.
They'll wand your hair. They make sure you don't have nothing
your hair.
You bend over, they're wanding your asshole, because that's the common place. A motherfucker's gonna have a piece stashed in the pocket. That stash box. It's fucking horrible to think. But this is a level people will take it to save their life in a place like this. It's militant as fuck. Nobody cares that you don't feel like doing this type of shit. And this is what you have to remember when you're after your goals on the street, your life on the street, everything on the street. If you don't fucking know that there's consequences to the life you live on the street and the goals you wish to attain, the life you wish to provide for your family, if you don't go after it like it's life or death, you will die. You will die inside. You will fucking be a shell of a man. An unfulfilled vocation drains the color out of a man's face. You have to have purpose in life. And your purpose can simply be, I want character. I want to be the man that my father told me to be. I want to hold my word, and I ain't going to break it. This is everything. This is the penitentiary personified.
You know, this is where the thing is, where like, when people tell me, well, you know, maybe he just makes it seem worse than what it is to get the point across. Believe me, people, it's bad enough. The truth is bad enough. You don't need to add the extras and the buffoonery and, you know, wind your butthole. No wonder why other states say things, you know, when you have somebody that's that has this much notoriety or fame and consistently just says stuff that's like, man, I will be honest. There's times when I'll see a Wes Watson video and I'll be like, damn, I think I need to get up and work out right now. You know, I'll give him that, especially when he's not calling people names and doing all those extracurriculars. You know, but prison is really bad enough. We don't need the extras.
This is the penitentiary personified. You must conduct yourself at the highest level. Obviously, motherfuckers don't, and obviously they get it handed to them really quick. So when you go out to yard, you come out, you have just had everything wanted. Your mouth, your fucking butthole, your clothes, your hair, everything's been wanted, so there's no peace on.
Look at his hair. Why would they want that? A boy couldn't even hide a needle in there. A staple will stand out.
You walk under the gun tower. The gun tower, the gunner's got a trap door he can open, throw fucking bombs at you, he can blast your ass, and it's see-through so he can see you. This is where you put your clothes on, you walk out to yard. When you walk out to yard,
you're gonna get searched outside of the unit. The cops ain't dumb. They're not gonna search you inside where things could be strategically placed inside of items that you would think are harmless. Come on now. That cat and mouse game's been played for too long. You gotta come out of the building. The only time I've seen where they'll search you in the building is usually when it's raining real bad, and only the toughest of the tough guys are gonna come out in that rain, that type of rain. Believe me. And then they'll usually search you in the section, and it's just, I don't know what it's talking about.
it's clockwise. There's only clockwise movement. If you walk counterclockwise, there's going to be a problem. The fucking gunner thinks that you're going to move on someone who's walking the other way. So he's on it. He's going to call you out right away. He's going to be like, Watson, what the fuck? Walk with traffic. And your gun.
He wouldn't know his name more than likely. And, yeah, Watson. People do walk counterclockwise. You're not going to have a group walking counterclockwise. Yard crew dudes can walk in any direction they want. The Mac reps are going to walk wherever they want to get where they need to get to. Are they supposed to? No. But not. I get what he's saying. When you go to yard, everybody is supposed to move in a clockwise fashion on the track, right? But imagine if you were in your area where your table is and you have to walk all the way, like you're at the end of the table and you want to get to the other end of the table and you got to walk all the way around the track to get to that end.
You're gonna listen. You're gonna listen. There's already plenty of pieces stashed on the yard.
Exactly.
There's already plenty of pieces out there. No one had to bring one out there. There's pieces stashed in the dirt with a piece of grass on top of it. Looks like a fucking, you pull it out and it's a carrot. I mean, these fools are ingenious with their ability to conduct violence and conduct criminal activity. Is why they're the fucking best at it. But my people in there, the white boys, they keep it super militant because they fucking care. Because they know if they strengthen you within with these rigid programs like it's the military, you become more disciplined. You become more hardened. You have more conduct. And when you have more when you're hardened and you care about yourself more, you have more discipline, more respect for self, you have more respect for others, and you won't fuck everything up for everyone and bring the whole yard down. If you bring the whole yard down, it's a wrap for you. And people can do that just with a simple argument. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. Your people are jumping with you. It's non-negotiable. Your people are jumping with you. But they're going to see you in the back if you fucked up. And if you fucked up and they see you in the back, they're going to take you out. So this is how I learned to conduct myself like this. People are like, Wes, no days off? Really? No days off, Wes? No.
It's always funny when he does the baby talk. Baby talk him, Wes. Baby talk him into that motivation. I love it.
No fucking days off, because I'm going to gather my character. I'm going to tell myself in the morning who the fuck I am. I'm going to fucking just introduce myself to the most diversity possible so I know where I'm weak so I can strengthen it.
Whoa, yeah.
I love you guys. I want to strengthen you. You shouldn't be depressed.
This fool kills me when he hits you with the I love you. Look at his face right now. Oh man, he's baking cookies. I had a Sally one time tell me that him and his brother worked for this dude. Side note, side story. Let's get lost in the woods. I'm in the weeds. And it was a roofing business, right? And the boss, the owner of the company, he was such a hard worker, right? Or I don't know. That's why we're just gonna say that he was such a hard worker. And he used to pick up my Sally and his brother for work in the mornings and take them in his truck. And he had in the glove compartment stacks of tidy whities, underwears, right? Men's tidy whities. And the reason why is because he would be up on a roof, and if he had to take a shit, he would just shit in his pants. And he would announce it so everybody knew. He would say, I'm baking cookies, gentlemen. Look at Wes is baking cookies right now. Baking cookies, gentlemen.
Life is fucking great. You should never be depressed. You should never have one moment of loss in your mind. The second in your mind you feel like you're losing, move on to the next task. Do not stay there longer than needed. Go to something you can win at. This is a trick in the penitentiary that everybody knows. The second you're frustrated, you go draw, you get into flow state. The second you're frustrated, you go get a workout in. You exit that negativity. That negativity will cause you to get a life sentence. Imagine if motherfuckers weren't accountable. Imagine if motherfuckers on the street were accountable for everything they did and the fact of they're getting stabbed or they're going to lose their life. Now, would people be fucking acting like that in traffic?
Wait, what?
Would people be acting like this to each other? If the fucking consequences were so severe as of you're going to lose your life? Fuck no, they wouldn't. So to operate in this manner it's the key that you take your respect for self and give it to others through building it with raising your baseline discipline. When you raise baseline discipline, you become that motherfucker that can give respect to everybody because he has respected himself. Everything's internal. If you feel disrespected, it's probably because you disrespected yourself that day. I guarantee a motherfucker can't make you feel disrespected if you stuck to your plan too.
Come on. This is when the guru stuff. Remember the Austin Powers guy, Mike Myers? Wasn't he the love guru? This is him. This is him. So nobody can make you feel disrespected unless you disrespected yourself. So if somebody's just like out of nowhere, just for no reason, Wes was walking by in those tight ass pants that he wears that always have holes in them because they're gonna explode off his body. If somebody he was walking down the street with those, and they just looked at him and just spit on him. That's Wes's fault. But Wes won't feel disrespected, so he'll just go like that and just keep going.
To a T, a nice plan stacked with massive variables that's pushing you towards your dreams. You don't even have enough time to listen to that motherfucker because you're going towards your dreams so fucking quick. You guys, vision so fucking strong that the work, the sacrifice is insignificant. We don't even fucking get into it. We're committed at the deepest level. There's no fucking feelings attached. There's the fucking plan and there's the fucking follow through. You guys just fucking put one foot in front of the other today and realize that you're creating your strengths and weaknesses through your thoughts and your fucking actions.
Yeah. Huh? Look at how big he is in that picture, though. Huh. Look at the. Oh, you can't see the picture over here because I'm blocking it to compare. But anyways, that was the video for the day. I gotta work on this microphone thing. I gotta figure it out. With my luck, the microphone is louder now than it's been for the last 2 hours, and it's gonna be too loud, and people are gonna talk crazy to me. But there you guys go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Tomorrow we'll hit you with something else. Hopefully it'll get out sooner, especially if I can fix this damn microphone tonight. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, right? I'm out.